What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga, this time with volume 30, the chapters Demon Beast Invasion and Divine Revelation, the two chapters before we finish off this volume. It's been a decent volume, definitely not one of my favourites, to be honest with you. I feel like the last few have just been some of the best, so comparatively I think it was always going to be that way. Just to recap a little bit, we finished off the fight with the lions. All this pretty awesome Farnese little, not really sure what to call these, the snake, what they're called, thorny snakes. I'm not actually sure what to call them, if they're like a being or what. But she's now in control of them, which is pretty cool. Love to see that, as she ended up saving Roderick right here. And Roderick done pretty well in the last couple of chapters, didn't he? Again, nice little segment from Serbka there as well. But we had a rather interesting part with Farnese's father actually kind of smoothing things over before Ganishka ended up fogging himself up and making a declaration of war. Yeah, looking forward to seeing what's to come now, as the skies are covered in smoke / fog. So seems like this is going to be the kind of start of a new kind of arc, doesn't it? So again, looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think about these chapters down in the comment section though. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy this one, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these reactions. And let's get right into Demon Beast Invasion. Look, the harbour's on fire. A Kushan night attack? It's not an accident? What's going on? Move! Move! Clear the way! Hey guards, what's going on here? We're on our way to figure that out ourselves. Ugh, move aside. It's enough to move through this fog as it is. It looks like the fog is everywhere in this town, on the surface level, at a foot level. Got a load of people on their bloody roofs. Yep. The Crocs are back. The Crocs are back. Ah! What the? Oh. Well, there's been quite a few eye piercings in this. Don't get me wrong, there's always a lot of eye stuff, but there's been a lot of eye piercings in these chapters, hasn't there? Nasty stuff. Yep. Again, none of the enemies have really been all too interesting in this volume, I don't think. Crocodiles, but they stand up. They stand up. Lions, but their teeth are less effective, pretty sure. And don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure, but from what it seemed. Monsters! I like this shot here. The inside of the mouth. Do you know what, one thing has been really awesome though? These reactions of the citizens in these chapters have been great. Almost looks like the leprechaun right here. Leppy. Got a load of bodies here as well from the tigers, or what I imagine is a tiger. Not really sure. Yeah, I'm guessing these are two tigers. Got some nice bits of gore here. Yeah, the tigers as well. Okay. As much as I said I'm not really that big a fan of all these creatures, they must be so hard to draw all this fur and make them seem furry. To make them look like tigers, and to make so many as well. That'll go back to the crocs. The crocs as well, I love the feels like, well, obviously not feels anything, but feels like you could feel it. And it would be exactly the same as a crocodile. The back like that. This one, I didn't notice this. This one's having a bit of fun right here. Oh, and what are these called? The Daki, I think these guys are called. These worm head little guys. Yeah, we've got the Daki here as well. So yeah, the ships are on fire. Makes perfect sense. Oh, these are just barrels. As they kind of emerge from the waters. Do you know who these remind me of a little bit? Remind me of this guy. I'm not sure what the name of him is. This one reminds me of this guy. I mean, they don't look that too much alike, but he's got like a load of things coming out of his head like that. Don't know why, it's always just reminded me a bit of this guy. Decent movie, that. Matthew Lillard, always worth watching some of his movies. But decent movie. Not awfully scary or anything, although it did really scare me as a kid. I couldn't get past the intro as a kid. As the same as with a lot of movies, much more effective when I was a kid. But oh damn, that's a nice shot here. These guys got similar teeth as well. Yeah, this is a really nice shot. Bit more of a variation to the look of these. Again, I'm assuming they're called Daki. Bit more variation to the look of the Daki here as well. I love this one on the right here. That looks really cool. That's almost bursting out the page. And we've got their signature weapons. Yeah, look, this one's like a nasty one. Sounds like a bit of a dumb, nonchalant looking one. Got a couple more nasties looking up here. This one again looked like a bit of a dummy. One a little bit happy. Again, a bit more variation in how they look here. I like it. God, what's wrong with this one? One's well different. Maybe this one had like a messed up birth or something. Well, don't talk about birth. These Daki. That takes me back to seeing how they were fucking made. Just never read that again. Reporting. I feel bad for making any of you guys go back and read that. This is unconfirmed information, but in various parts of the city. Bizarre. Wow. Reports of monsters appearing. Monsters? So it's true. And what happened earlier was real. I can't believe you gaslit these guys so hard to believe in what they witnessed wasn't real. I guess, again, that was a lot easier to achieve back in the day. Nowadays, the popular saying is like, seeing is believing. Actually seeing it is kind of, yeah. But we can't stay here. We must get to our command posts. But right now, the cities. Ah, shit. The ship's going to burn before we board it. This presents a problem. We got to plunder one in the confusion. Yar. What do we do? Puck's got a good plan, but a plan that probably many others are thinking of, perhaps. And they're all on fire, so I'm not sure how well that plan's going to go. Say, everyone. Roderick, are you going to come in clutch right here? Again? But he isn't really coming clutch at all, but is he going to once again impress us? I've heard most of the situation from Farnice's brother. You're looking for a ship? What's your destination? I might be of service. Hey. Roderick. Who's he? He's Farnice's fiancé, the Borgias one. You were there with me. Well, you guys didn't do much spying, let's be honest. I'm surprised if Ivalera realised while they were fucking scoffing their faces. Roderick, Nah, don't worry. What's with the girl? Casca. Just tell me your destination. He's got to come in. Yeah. I do like Roderick. As more we see the guy, the more I do like him. Didn't get off to the best start. Said he looked a bit cheesy. And I hold that still. Still looks a little bit cheesy. His hair's too good, if you know what I'm saying. Looks like he's wearing a wig. But again, the more I see the guy, the more I like him. Skellig Island. One thing on his the thing on his head's talking. An elfin paradise. Elfhell. Skellig Island. I've heard of it. At some port city at sea to the west, if I recall. Why not? I'll take you all there on my ship. If your ship's still around. What is fucking Casca doing right here? You getting defensive? Yeah, I think she's getting a bit defensive. The way she's gritting her teeth like that. Although she looks super corny and super weird. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. Berserk is happy. Oh yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Not sure. Again, not really sure what the expression is. Like, again, she's gritting her teeth. Seems like she might be again a bit defensive, but her face looks a bit. Doesn't look intimidating whatsoever. Maybe that comes down to her state. I don't know. Strange. Oh man, really? Yeah. Don't call me man. It's right on my way home. Hey. But my ship is a warship, and a trip at sea will be a bit rough on women and children. If you still wish to go. You're exactly what we needed. Indeed. Oh yeah! We did it! Good job, everyone. Didn't actually do anything. It's this guy that done it, Roderick. But yeah, good stroke of luck right here. Nice that he's actually a good guy. In before he takes us somewhere completely different. But are you sure? Our war is about to begin. I just came here to deliver His Majesty's signed letter. My work is done. Ilith, not the 11th. Apologies about that. I mean, now it's a bit bigger. I can see that there are two eyes. I don't think you could blame me when the text was smaller. That I thought I said 11th. Ilith, no, is it Ilith then? Ilith. It's two eyes actually, isn't it? Ilith. How do you say that then? Ilith. If. It sounds so weird to say. Maybe the same religious sphere, but it's of a different sector. We've got no obligation nor interest in shedding blood for the people here. Roderick, you're getting carried away again. Well, why not? Look what happened to that plan of yours. I don't feel like tossing out this engagement. Well, no. Do they have lips or is that her teeth? Like, what's going on here? Don't know. Okay. But yeah, this guy still thinks he's going to get married to Farnese, unfortunately. Sure, again, I wouldn't be too mad if they kept the engagement on, but Farnese continued her journey. Not sure how that. I don't think that would work too well, but I wouldn't be mad at that. But inevitably, this guy's going to be disappointed, I think. I hope we kind of tell him before we go, because I'm not sure he would be doing this if we weren't going to marry him. So maybe best not tell him, but I kind of hope we do, because again, he's a good guy. He's a decent guy. I'd like to display some of my better qualities as a fiance. And then a look of disappointment in Farnese's face as I mentioned, I don't think she has any intention of going through with this. She returns her look to Guts. Scourge. So Roderick might be figuring something out here as well. She into him instead? I'm Roderick. Nice to meet you, Chief. I'm Guts. Likewise, and thanks. Right, let's be on our way then. Right away? Fortunately, I'm anchored outside the harbour, but we can't have the ship burning down before we set sail. Okay. What about you, Magnifico? You're going back to Brajue? I'll give you a ride. I'm Braju. We cannot assume this reception hall is secure. I will have all of us move to the city administration building. Thankfully, most of the leaders of each nation's army are here. We might as well turn the administration building into a command center. It's obvious I'll be consured if I stay here in Vratanis. I'll go away for now, until things calm down. Alright, I'll go too. Anyway, let's get out of here. Where is His Holiness, the Pontiff? Ah, I read that L-I. I do that quite a bit, don't I? Holiness. Where is His Holiness? Where is His Holiness, the Pontiff? The Pontiff. He was scheduled to arrive in Vratanis tonight, but his health faltered en route, and he now rests in a tent. Surely this is a divine guidance. Perhaps. Again, sometimes I struggle with what to read next. I think I'll go down then left. I think that's how it's been this whole time. A swift horse will soon be sent to warn him not to approach the city. You people, don't move from there. Ugh, he's seen us. Hurry. What are you scared of? You're looking rough, pal. Your pardon? My lord, but this is no time for... Father. Goodbye. For how long? Good journey to you, Farnese. Not to mention Magnifico. Oh yeah, just my other son as well, but more so Farnese. You were pretty cool, Mum. You were pretty cool. Enemies got into the palace? The whole city's probably in an uproar. And then there's the fog. Crossing it on foot would be faster than by carriage. On foot? But you don't know when we might come across some of those monsters in the city. Keep that fire burning. We've got some reliable companions, if it comes to that. Sure do. Leave it to us. We're pros, man. Pros. We said we're getting on a big ship, and we will. Yours is more like a pig ship. Always got to get a son in there, Valera. But what's with this creature? Nice to meet ya, Manny Hiko. I'm Puck. I love that little grab of the shoulder. Look at the look from Cedro as well. Why is he always looking like this in these background shots? He always just looking like a monkey in these background shots. It's like some kind of traumatized kid. Just a moment, please. I wish to change clothes, as I cannot run in these. In that case, I brought your silver shirt along as well as your knife. Be thankful. Sweet, nobody's around. Looks like these are how do you say that? Sweet, nobody's around. Locks like this are my bad. Locks like this are simple. Once a sneak. Oh, that little sinister little smile you can just about see on his face. Once a sneak? Who were you sneaking on, Cedro? Little pervert. Hey. I object. How bold. Looks like Roderick likes it as well. It cannot be helped. I will leave this dress in exchange. Yeah. I imagine whatever Farnese is wearing is probably quite a bit more expensive than what they're going to take. I'll stand guard. Make it quick. Might I ask you something? A Vandimian behaving like a common thief? The fuck is this guy? Oh wait, didn't we see this guy? I'm pretty sure I recognise him. Are you, by chance, the Raiders captain of the band of the Hawk? We were. I'm not sure if we... I was going to say, would you denounce that name? I don't think so. I think you wouldn't, because of respect to the fallen members, the guys we liked. But I almost want to, just because of the fact that the band of the Hawk is now whatever the band of the Pork and Griffith. You almost want to denounce it, but also you don't want to take away all those great times. Bit of a tough one, isn't it? But I'm not sure I recognise this guy from earlier in the story, but I recognise him from the last couple of chapters, I believe. I think we saw him. But yeah, let's read some comments quickly before we move on. No, I doubt these guys are going to join the gang. I think they're just going to drop us off and then leave. There's probably going to be some kind of, especially with Farnese's brother, I imagine there's going to be some kind of little tiny subplot or something with him. Maybe you get a bit pissed that they're not going to marry Roderick or something. Could imagine that happening. Maybe he's going to try to be a bit sneaky. He has been shown as a bit of a coward though, so who knows. The Raiders captain. Someone said they found this funny. I'm not sure what was so funny about this shot here. Anything that brings up bad fucking memories. The 100-man killer. The infamous Botark. Is it infamous? I've never heard of this. I've never heard of a Botark. I haven't heard too much about Berserk, to be honest with you. I haven't really known any spoilers. Yeah, not too many comments for this chapter. Oh, there are a few more actually. Oh no, there isn't. So yeah, let's get into the final chapter for today. Divine Revelation. I am Owen, former leader of the Midland Tomel Knights. Tomel Knights. Owen. Strangely normal name. Former leader. Tomel Knights. Never heard of the Tomel Knights. Never heard of them. Your appearance is considerably different, but I'm sure I remember you. I saw you several times on the battlefield. Abreast of the White Hawk. You rode a young sword. Abreast is not a term you hear too often either. I'm not going to Google it. I don't know what it means, but I'm assuming it means by the breast of by the side of his breast. Abreast of the White Hawk, you rode. A young swordsman with a large sword on his back and eyes like a beast. Captain of the Hawk's Raiders. Your name? Let it go. It's history now. We're in the middle of things, so I must ask you something. As he turns his back on being abreast Griffith. The Hawk. Where is Sir Griffith currently? I don't know. But I wish I know. I like that. I like that a lot. But I wish I did. But no, I actually don't wish I did. My revenge and my darkness wishes I did, so I could kill him. But no, I actually don't, because I've chose life. I've chose Casca rather than revenge. Chose to struggle. Either way would be struggling, to be fair. But I like that. I like this scene. I don't know. But I wish I know. She says she's done. How dare you sneak in when a woman's changing clothes? It was so natural I didn't notice. Always a snake. Take care. I was thinking, is this guy like with Ganishka or something? Because he's looking for Griffith as well, of course. But I don't think so. But this is a bit creepy here. He might be closer than you realize. Why do you say that then? Oh, that's Guts that said that. I thought it was this guy. He might be closer than you realize. Doesn't look too happy saying that. Again, sometimes, apologies, sometimes I miss these because it looks like it could be like a strand of his hair. A Vandimian thief with that dress a Vandimian thief with that dress, you could buy 10 of these outfits and still have change. Someone you know? Who's he? Who knows? Yeah, as I said, the dress far outweighs what they traded. Those guys says he's looking for someone. Why are we saying guys? I guess I look like somebody he used to know. Somebody that you used to know. Those guys. Oh, I see. Those guys are gone now. Okay, I see. So that was like internal at the top and bottom there, and then says he's looking for someone, and I guess there's somebody he used to know. Is what he said out loud. The mist veils him, like some momentarily passing glimpse of the sun. No, I want to believe that it's not just the past or some illusion. One day, those wings of light, that, as in that revelation, will sweep away the darkness covering our kingdom. You know what? They probably will. And that light and those wings are going to be so bright that's going to blind you. It's going to take away your vision. Looks like it might be returning to Griffith right here. I'm not sure though. Maybe not actually. But there's the symbol. How is? Oh, so yeah, okay. How is His Holiness's condition? Not very favourable. This is a long journey in his state, and at a time like this, of all times. You didn't have to say both of those. And at a time like this, of all times, you could have got away with just saying one of those, to be fair. His Holiness is quite old. This may very well be his last outing. It grows increasingly urgent that we call together the Court Supreme and choose a candidate for the next pontiff. Perhaps the most prominent is, after all, Cardinal Poliziano. Another very Italian name right there. Quite a bit of groundwork is already laid. He seems quite liberal, and impertinence haunts him to the detriment of his health. Yes, I see. Should his papacy not okay, I have to Google that one. Should his papacy not last long, let us consent to another candidate as well. Was it papacy? The office or authority of the Pope. The tenure of office of a Pope. Okay. I wonder, I don't know what that means. His Holiness was, how shall I say, a moderate man. Compared to the pontiff's past, he accomplished nothing special that stood out. But at the same time, he never misgoverned to the point of censure. He was a truly adequate man. What a lovely thing to say. You are truly medium. You are truly average. Adequate. You'll do. You are nothing special. But you are truly middle. You are mid. Worthless. all those years that brought me to this age, this thought that would never finally disappear, that I continually chanted in my mind like a curse. That this world, worthless, and that more than anything, I am worthless. Oh, okay. Depressing. Born into a distinguished family, I was raised, blessed by parental love and wanting for nothing. I passed my season of childhood without discontent. Then I passed my youth without discontent. I grew to adulthood, never once embracing intense anger or affection. To me, who longed not after others, the world was in some way. To me, who longed not after others, the world was in some way very clearly equivalent to a painting, adorning walls without any sense of real feeling. This is very interesting stuff. This looks a lot like the castle I'm pretty sure we're seeing, like Griffith's dream, which has been a while, so I could be wrong about that. But this is definitely related to that, isn't it? This guy seems to almost be in a position that Griffith wants to be in. And that might be where this ties in. Maybe Griffith could be this next kind of holiness. Born into a distinguished family, raised by parental love and wanting of nothing, he went throughout his years without any discontent, and he never embraced intense anger nor affection. Pretty sure we never really saw intense anger or affection from Griffith. We saw, I mean, you could say we saw that when he went. Would you call that intense anger though? It's hard to say, because when Griffith was kind of wrapped up in and after his torture, I'm not sure it was, even if he was intensely angry, it was a bit hard for us to actually kind of see that visibly. His actions expressed anger / kind of jealousy and such. But would you call that intense anger? I'm not. Well, we definitely didn't see any intense affection from Griffith, I don't think. Maybe towards Guts a little bit, but again, I wouldn't call that intense. So, yeah, interesting stuff here. Very interesting stuff. I've always found it quite interesting. Kids that grow up rich and grow up without actually having the need to work or do anything. In a way, I empathise with them, because you would just feel like your whole life is a bit pointless. There's no reason to actually doing anything. But obviously, they're extremely lucky people, so you don't feel sympathetic in that manner. It's a bit of a tough one. I imagine the vast majority of people would kind of look down upon those that are born into something like this. But as I said, it's not all kind of fairies and rainbows. They have their own kind of, a lot of the time, very similar kind of mental issues. Rich kids and stuff I've seen. It's a very interesting topic. To me, who longed not after others, the world was in some way very clearly equivalent to a painting, adorning walls without any sense, real feeling. The reason I devoted myself to the path of faith was because I had no interest in such a world, never because I was seeking dialogue with God. Even my receipt of the holy title of pontiff came from those who desired success, foiling each other or falling into the graves they themselves dug. The crown just happened to pass to me, one who does nothing. It wasn't something I wanted. Even as pontiff, I kept quiet and did what I was told. Never have I offered up a prayer from my own heart. Guy's like truly neutral, isn't he? It's like nothing. It's like nobody. That's right. That's because I've never once harboured a wish for others, or for myself, that was worth praying for. Some pontiff I turned out to be. But now, enough. This vacant, tedious, idle lifetime will now end. There was no love, no hatred, nothing. In the end, the divine hand of destiny was never held out to me. It was all a waste of time. Nothing but a stale chill. I will just have to Google exactly what a pontiff is. The Pope. Okay. I kind of assumed he was the Pope, but yeah. Pontiff. But once. Just once. A giant white wing. Imagine we get Griffith as the fucking Pope. What's this? A dream? Or else? Again, I'm pretty sure these guys can relate quite a bit to each other, I think. Is that what you are? Has it been held out to me too? The divine hand of destiny? It's almost a bit sad, honestly, isn't it? The whole guy's life, just nothing. And then what he thinks may be a kind of hand of destiny, which in a way it kind of is almost, it's more the hand of a devil. Grasping up. Yeah, this is quite sad actually, isn't it? On this guy's deathbed. Griffith still manipulating. Was that a dream? But no. I still feel something with this hand. Halt! Who are you? Children? What do you want at this hour? We have been entrusted with a message for His Holiness the Pontiff. Message? Pontiff is here, is he not? Come now. That's rude. If it's a message, we will relay it. Tell us. His Holiness has only now just retired. If you would grasp destiny in your hand, follow the guidance of the feathers of light, I think. Really? That's the message? I thought the message would be that don't go to the Van Diemen's place. If you would grasp destiny in your hand, follow the guidance of the feathers of light. What nonsense. Enough. Go home. I don't mind. Show them inside. But Holiness, it will harm your... You heard what he said. Hey. It's so sad, isn't it? Because I almost feel a bit happy for this guy. That something's happening to him. I feel for him a little bit. Initially. And then almost feel a bit happy something's happening for him. But like I said, it's just a manipulation at the end of the day, right? He is still getting that hope. So it's almost a bit of a kindness in a dark manner. I don't know. It's weird. It's not the same kind of kindness in a dark manner that Guts brings. It's a... Yeah, it's a bit more... I don't know. I don't know. Don't know how to feel about this. As he sees all the feathers. There's Mule and... Oh god. Sonia. Mule and Sonia. Ah, there he is. This old guy's the one. Feathers of light. For the love of... show a little courtesy. Like this? We humbly beg your pardon for suddenly calling on you at night this way. We have come here with orders to bring your holiness back to our lord. You two aren't messengers from Vritanis? No, sir. This motherfucker back here looking like... what's his name? What was that guy's name? Mozgus. This guy looking like Mozgus back here. Ugh, enough of this. His Holiness the Pontiff will proceed from here to Vritanis. He must administer important sacred rites at the deployment ceremony for the Holy Sea Alliance forces. This guy has got 2 ball sacks on his chin right here. Or a ball sack. 2 balls. You're a messenger from we know not whom. And you think we simply can accept the word of such children as the truth? I'm definitely of the same opinion. What is he thinking with this, Lord Griffith? Well, he's put in the groundwork for you guys. That's what he's done. Is this really going to work? It's going to work. Don't you worry. This is me talking. He flares his nostrils. Guards, throw them out. Oops. Figures. Nay. As they have said. Let's depart immediately. Holiness? See? I forbid anyone to contradict me at all on this matter. It's my holy command as pontiff, and perhaps his first ever holy command, could say. Oh, he does look like a puffer fish, doesn't he? Sure. Again, I do feel for this guy though. I do like this guy. As I said, I empathise with him in the way that he seems to have experienced nothing. Life has almost been nothing. Yeah, he's at the maybe the highest seat you could be at, perhaps. I don't know. Very interesting. Holiness? What in the world has come over you? Reporting. Urgent news has just arrived. Vritanis is falling under a surprise Kushan attack and is now in a state of combat. What? It is requested that His Holiness the Pontiff remain in this place and under no circumstances approach the city. The holy signs are coming together. Interesting. Yeah, that is perfect timing, isn't it? It's like they're pointing out the path of destiny. Who knew that only now, when my flame of life is truly close to going out, would my life be given meaning? Holiness? Almost reminds me a little bit of the demon behelit man as well. This guy. I was going to mention that earlier, but it didn't remind me too much of him then. But it kind of does. Another, in a very different way, another very kind of soul that's just in a dark place of nothing. Reminds me a little bit of the human behelit man. Not sure if any of you guys think that as well. Now lead me where you will, guides of the feathers of light. There's been a divine revelation. Beautiful feathers. Again, I like this guy. I do like this guy. Got Sonia's face. Not sure what to do. It's nice seeing them happy, if you know what I'm saying. It's nice seeing people like this happy. Even if, again, it is a manipulation or whatever. But yeah, good final chapter there, wasn't it? Good couple chapters in general. Again, just kind of moving the story along. That's pretty much been the gist of this whole volume so far, to be honest, hasn't it? Not the best stuff ever, because again, it's just kind of moving the story along. But yeah, let's read some comments to end off quickly. Yeah, as I said earlier about him it's actually being like a devil. He's actually going straight to the king of demons. Is it that deep? I mean, it definitely is a bit of a deep, dark chapter, but I'm not sure this chapter's like the deepest thing you'll ever read. The only thing that's really you got to understand about this guy is that his life's been nothing. As I said, a little bit like the behelit man, just in darkness his whole life, essentially, in a way, in a different way, less literally. Sorry guys, it's absolutely freezing. I didn't pick the best outfit. I should have wore a jumper, to be honest. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, good couple of chapters today. Really interesting stuff here at the end. Again, almost kind of relates to the behelit man, relates to Griffith in a way as well, this guy. In terms of some of the feelings he's not had, or what seems the case for Griffith anyway. Again, a bit of a kind of sign of psychopathy. Not sure if that's the word. Is kind of lack of emotions and such and feeling intense emotions during. Again, I'm not gonna act like I fully understand it, but they both have a few similar traits. Both this man and Griffith, and this man and the behelit man. So interesting to see where his story does go. I was initially thinking that Griffith is going to like end up killing him or someone, but after he gets the kind of nod to be the next pontiff, perhaps something like that. But Griffith has been full of surprises so far, to be honest, when he's been recruiting people for me so far. For some people like Sonia and maybe Mule as well, it is actually like a wholly kind of good place for them. It is actually, he is essentially doing good for some of these people, Griffith, even though it might end up being towards an ultimate kind of darkness, and it might end up being manipulation, like with the behelit man as well. Some of the outcomes actually are kind of, at least with behelit man, he actually done something with his life. I kind of feel like the same here for this guy. So in a way, that darkness, just as it is with Griffith, Guts, sometimes it is actually a kind of good thing. But I feel like with Guts, it is actually a good thing, whereas with Griffith, it's on face value, it is a good thing, but essentially it's not. As we kind of saw with Sonia when she returned, on the surface of things, she returned to a warm, welcome, happy kind of party or whatever, but actually she was even more alone, just sitting by the fire, getting sung to by a demon. Very interesting stuff, isn't it? Love this shot right here. But yeah, again, I really enjoy this type of stuff that does make you think. Maybe it is a bit deeper than I said about that comment earlier. And maybe I don't understand everything going on here, but it's very interesting, isn't it? So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Do let me know what you guys thought of these chapters down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. I'll be back next time with the chapters, the finishing chapters, I believe, called The City of the Demon Beasts. So yep, I'll see you guys then, and enjoy the rest of your day.